And boys and girls, today for Reader's Workshop, we are going to begin another Tommy DePaula story. And this one we've heard before, but we know that good readers go back and they reread. And this one is called Strega Nona. And part of the reason why I'm reading you another Tommy DePaula book today is because we are going to be making text-to-text connections again. Who can raise their hand and tell me what a text-to-text connection is? Dre.
A text-to-text connection is when you have a book and you connect it to another book.
Yeah, something in one book reminds you of something that happened in another book. And I have a feeling that today we're going to be making a lot of text-to-text connections to Strega Nona. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get started reading this book. And as I read it out loud, I want you to be noticing any text-to-text connections you have. Strega Nona, an original tale written and illustrated by Tommy DePaula. For Franny and Fuffy. What do we call that page? What do we call that page, Anna?
The dedication page.
Correct. In a town in Calabria, a long time ago, there lived an old lady everyone called Strega Nona, which meant Grandma Witch. Although all the people in town talked about her in whispers, they all went to see her if they had any troubles. Even the priest and the sisters of the convent went, because Strega Nona did have a magic touch. She could cure a headache with oil and water and a hairpin. She made special potions for the girls who wanted husbands. And she was very good at getting rid of warts. But Strega Nona was getting old, and she needed someone to help her keep her little house and garden. So she put up a sign in the town square. No, wait, did you go to the office? Oh, you need to go up to the office because the attendance went. Thank you. And Big Anthony, who didn't pay attention, went to see her. Anthony, said Strega Nona, you must sweep the house and wash the dishes. You must weed the garden and pick the vegetables. You must feed the goat and milk her. And you must fetch the water. For this, I give you 3 coins and a place to sleep and food to eat. Oh, grazie, said Big Anthony. Grazie in Italian means thank you. Oh, thank you. The one thing you must never do, said Strega Nona, is touch the pasta pot. It is very valuable and I don't let anyone touch it. Oh, si, yes, said Big Anthony. And so the days went by. Big Anthony did his work and Strega Nona met with the people who came to see her for headaches and husbands and warts. Big Anthony had a nice bed to sleep in next to the goat shed, and he had food to eat. One evening when Big Anthony was milking the goat, he heard Strega Nona singing. Peeking in the window, he saw Strega Nona standing over the pasta pot. Are you thinking of any text-to-text connections as I'm reading? Are you trying to think? Does anyone have a text-to-text connection yet that they want to share? Anna?
In the book,
What was it about?
I think it was, it was the one about, the little boy about Button that was...
Over Button is a sissy?
Yeah, that one.
The Tommy DePaula one, yes.
Yeah, I think it's that one, or it's another one, where, and I think it's Grandma upstairs and Grandma downstairs, where, somebody in that book speaks,
Italian?
and in that book it speaks Italian.
Yeah, so you're saying that you're noticing that some of the language in here is in Italian, just like in Nana Upstairs, Nana Downstairs. Did you know that that book, Nana Upstairs, Nana Downstairs, was written by the same author? Tommy DePaula. Yeah. Okay, let's read on, and remember, as I'm reading, I want you to be thinking of any text-to-text connections today. Okay? She sang, bubble, bubble, pasta pot, boil me some pasta, nice and hot. I'm hungry and it's time to sup. Boil enough pasta to fill me up. And the pasta pot bubbled and boiled and was suddenly filled with steaming hot pasta.
Miss Myers?
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm sorry to interrupt your class.
It's okay.
Philippe just had his backpack delivered.
Okay, I'll send him up. Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks.
Then Stregonona saying, enough, enough, pasta pot. I have my pasta nice and hot. So simmer down, my pot of clay, until I'm hungry another day. How wonderful, said Big Anthony. That's a magic pot for sure. And Stregonona called Big Anthony in for supper. But too bad for Big Anthony, because he didn't see Stregonona blow 3 kisses to the magic pasta pot. I see a hand. Lori.
In another Tommy DePaula book, I forgot what it's called, but there was a big potato and
Jimmy O'Rourke and the giant potato.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you for helping her.
And there was a big giant potato and I think there's gonna be lots of pasta.
Okay, so you're making a prediction and you're making a text-to-text connection. Let's go on. And this is what happened. The next day when Big Anthony went to the town square to fetch the water, he told everyone about the pasta pot. And naturally, everyone laughed at him because it sounded so silly. A pot that cooked all by itself? You'd better go and confess to the priest, Big Anthony, they said. Such a lie. And Big Anthony was angry, and that wasn't a very good thing to be. I'll show them, he said to himself. Someday I will get the pasta pot and make it cook, and then they'll be sorry. That day came sooner than even Big Anthony would have thought, because 2 days later, Stregonona said to Big Anthony, Anthony, I must go over the mountain to the next town to see my friend, Strega Amelia. Sweep the house and weed the garden. Feed the goat and milk her, and for your lunch there are some bread and cheese in the cupboard. And remember, don't touch the pasta pot. Oh, yes, Stregonona, said Big Anthony. But inside he was thinking, my chance has come. I'm going to go on, sweetie. Hold on to it for 1 moment. As soon as Stregonona was out of sight, Big Anthony went inside, pulled the pasta pot off the shelf, and put it on the floor. Now, let's see if I can remember the words, said Big Anthony. And Big Anthony sang, bubble, bubble, pasta pot, boil me some pasta, nice and hot. I'm hungry and it's time to sup. Boil enough pasta to fill me up. And sure enough, the pot bubbled and boiled and began to fill up with pasta. Aha, said Big Anthony, and he ran to the town square, jumped on the fountain, and shouted, Everyone, get forks and plates and platters and bowls. Pasta for all at Stregonona's house. Big Anthony has made the magic pasta pot work. Of course, everyone laughed, but ran home to get forks and plates and platters and bowls, and sure enough, when they got to Stregonona's, the pasta pot was so full, it was beginning to overflow. Big Anthony was a hero. He scooped out pasta and filled the plates and platters and bowls. There was more than enough for all the townspeople, including the priest and the sisters from the convent. And some people came back for 2 and 3 helpings, but the pot was never empty. Okay. Right now with your shoulder partner, I want you to go and share any text-to-text connection you might have. And if you don't have one, you can listen to your partner. Okay, ready, go.
Sure. Well, I have a text to next connection in the book Strakanona Meets Her Match. They're by the same author, and Strakanona, they're by the same author.
Well, I noticed it's sort of associated and it's text connection too. I noticed. I'm connecting the book Straganona to Straganona Meets Her Match, the same book that you said. Because again, Straganona went to meet Straganoia.
Come back to me, please, in 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, nice job, guys. If you don't have a connection yet, keep on thinking about some as I read on. Okay. When all had had their fill, Big Anthony saying, "Enough, enough, my pasta pot. I have my pasta, nice and hot. So simmer down, my pot of clay, until I'm hungry another day." But alas, he did not blow the 3 kisses. He went outside, and to the applause of the crowd, Big Anthony took a bow. He was so busy listening to compliments from everyone that he didn't notice the pasta pot was still bubbling and boiling until a sister from the convent said, "Oh, Big Anthony, look!" And pasta was pouring out of the pot all over the floor of Straganona's house and was coming out the door.
There's no door. There's a doorway.
Big Anthony rushed in and shouted the magic words again, but the pot kept bubbling. He took the pot off the floor, but pasta kept on pouring from it. Big Anthony grabbed a cover and put it on the pot and sat on it. But the pasta raised the cover, and Big Anthony as well, and spilled on the floor of Straganona's house.
Oh my God.
I'm thinking that he has a big problem. I'm wondering what the solution to his problem is going to be. I think I'm going to read on to find out what's going to happen next. "Stop!" yelled Big Anthony. But the pasta did not stop, and if someone hadn't grabbed poor Big Anthony, the pasta would have covered him up. The pasta had all but filled the little house. Out of the windows and through the doors came the pasta, and the pot kept right on bubbling. The townspeople began to worry. "Do something, Big Anthony," they shouted. Big Anthony sang the magic song again, but without the 3 kisses, it did no good. By this time, the pasta was on its way down the road, and all the people were running to keep ahead of it. "We must protect our town from the pasta," shouted the mayor. "Get mattresses, tables, doors, anything to make a barricade." Barricade. I'm having a hard time with that word. Does anyone know what that word barricade means? I notice I don't know what that word means. What do you think that word barricade means? Felicia?
It means like a cave or a house for a bear where they hibernate.
Oh, I think Felicia, you might be thinking of like bear cave, but this one's spelled
Barricade.
B-A-R-R-I-C-A-D-E.
Barricade.
What do you think? Douglas, do you have a prediction what that word means?
Well, maybe it's something. Oh, I don't really have much of a prediction, but I wasn't raising my hand.
Do you want to take maybe a guess? What you think?
Maybe some sort of wall that we'll try to get rid of it, sort of.
I think that that's a really smart prediction. A barricade is like a wall that blocks things out from going over it. And you know what I'm going to do as a good reader? I'm going to go back and reread and see if it makes sense. See if wall would make sense there. Get mattresses, tables, doors, anything to make a barricade. or anything to make a wall. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Smart prediction. But even that didn't work. The pot kept bubbling and the pasta kept coming. "We are lost," said the people, and the priest and the sisters of the convent began praying. "The pasta will cover our town," they cried. And it certainly would have, had Stregonona not come down the road, home from her visit. She didn't have to look twice to know what had happened. Okay, now, we know what the problem is of the story. Right now, share with your shoulder partner what you predict the solution is going to be.
I think the solution is that she's going to scream at your words and she's going to say she was disappointed of offering. Stregonona, when it comes, then same thing.
Come back to me, please, in 5, 4, 3. Okay. Who wants to raise their hand and share with us what your prediction is for the solution to the story? Okay, what do you think? Vanessa.
I predict that I think Stregonona is gonna come back, then she's gonna blow the 3 kisses and it's gonna stop, but then Big Anthony is gonna have to clean all the mess.
Okay, now, what can you do as a reader to find out if your prediction is correct, Vanessa?
Read on.
Read on. Let's read on and see. She sang the magic song and blew the 3 kisses, and with a sputter, the pot stopped boiling and the pasta came to a halt. So was Vanessa's prediction correct?
Yeah.
Yep. "Oh, grazie! Thank you, Stregonona," the people cried. But then they turned on poor Big Anthony. "String him up," the men of the town shouted. "Now wait," said Stregonona. "The punishment must fit the crime." And she took a fork from a lady standing nearby and held it out to Big Anthony. "All right, Anthony, you wanted pasta from my magic pot," Stregonona said, "and I want to sleep in my little bed tonight. So start eating." That's a lot of pasta.
Yeah.
I want to miss some.
And he did. Poor Big Anthony. And you could tell, bless you, you could tell, bless you, you could tell on the last page he's not too happy.